Science with Miss Bissell, Water Journal, April 8th, 2020.
Hi, Miss Murray's Grade 2 class. It's me, Miss Bissell. I hope you're all doing really well. I've been thinking about you lots over the last few weeks and missing our gym classes and our science classes together. Since school's been over, there's a lot that has changed outside. If you remember, way back before March break, we were keeping an air and water journal for our science class. And back then, when we were making observations about the schoolyard, there was lots of snow. We were noticing that it was starting to melt in some places, like on the sidewalks, but most of the schoolyard was still covered in snow. Now, if we were to go back there now, I think that almost all that snow would be gone. That's my guess anyways. If you remember, the science word for a guess is a hypothesis. So I think I'm going to take a walk down the street to take a look at the St. James schoolyard and see how much snow might still be there. Okay, I'm on my way to St. James School, but as I was walking, I noticed this giant pile of snow. Can you see it behind me? There's so much snow there. And I was really surprised to see it because everywhere else that I'm walking, there's hardly any snow. Can you see all that green grass behind me? So when I saw this big, huge pile, I was really surprised and I thought, I wonder why there's so much snow in this spot but not in other places that I've seen. Something to think about. Okay, I'm gonna keep walking. Look at all that water. There's so much right now. And you can see a little bit of ice and snow along the sides of the riverbank, but most of this ground is free of snow right now. All right, grade 2. So I've made it to St. James School. Now, in a second, I'm going to turn the camera around so you can take a look at the schoolyard and see if your hypothesis about how much snow and water would be left in the schoolyard is correct. But before I do that, I just wanted to remind you that it is really important for us to be getting out and having exercise, just the way I'm doing right now by going for a walk, but that in order to make sure that we stay safe and that everybody else stays safe and healthy, we can't be going into playgrounds to play, and we can't be sitting on benches or touching surfaces that lots of people might have touched. So I'm not actually going to go into the playground. I'm just going to take a look at it from the outside, okay? Okay, so here we are at St. James School, and you can see that there's hardly any snow left in the schoolyard. There's a few patches in some small places, and I see some puddles way over there in the corner, but there's not very much left. There's a little bit of snow over by the fences and a few other spots. We'll check over at this part of the playground too and see if we can see any snow over here. But I think pretty much all the snow that was here when we were making our journal before March break is gone. Okay, grade 2s, so I'm going to start walking home. I'm going to make one more stop on the way before I get back there. And as I'm walking, I'm going to make sure that I stay away from anyone else who's on the sidewalks. I'll say hi or wave to them, but make sure I keep some distance, again, just to make sure I stay healthy and they stay healthy. All right, I'll see you in just a couple seconds. Okay, here I am down by Marina Park. And there's the beautiful sleeping giant in the distance. And you can see that when we look out at Lake Superior, some of the water has ice on it. Before the breakwall, there's ice, but out there past the breakwall, where the water is really deep blue, there's no ice on it. I wonder if anyone can guess why there might be no ice on the water out past the breakwall. One other thing I wanted to show you was that if I look over here, we can see McVicker Creek, and all that water that we saw earlier when I stopped on the way to St. James School is coming down McVicker Creek and out into Lake Superior. Okay, grade 2s, thanks for coming on my walk with me. I have a job for you now. Can you either take a picture or draw a picture that shows me some places near your house where all the snow has melted and where there's still some snow left, and then write a couple sentences to describe your picture to me.
Miss Bissell's example. This is a picture of my backyard. There is still snow by the fence. There is no snow in the middle of the yard.